Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. On my custom scenario, we are starting out pretty much right where we left off. All I did was back up the Kenny out here to a parking spot and put an 8-spot trailer on it. The 5-spot isn't going to work for the next job. Let's get rid of this. I've actually got 8 spots on both these trucks. This one had, the Kraz had a 10. I went down to an 8. This had a 5. I went up to an 8. As you can see, metal rolls is 8 spots. So let's get to it. A little more info. The metal rolls pick up here and go here. Nice short trip. Next job isn't so short, but we'll talk about that when we get to the next job. Let's fire this up and get going. All I have to do is pull it ahead and load it. This was my access to location for doing the last job. Gave me access to unlimited metal rolls here. Now there are 3 metal rolls sitting over there. There's 3 more sitting over at the garage, but 6 isn't 8. 6 doesn't do me any good. I still have to come over here and auto load 2 more. Nah, I'm just gonna hit the X there and do 8 metal rolls all in one shot. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now we back up and get out of here. Don't want to back into the Kraz. Just make sure we have plenty of room. Just going to go out the exit over here. Gotta make lots of metal clanging sounds when you're hauling metal rolls. But actually, the metal rolls themselves wouldn't make any noise. They're packed too tight. So the devs are just putting in a sound file for what they think hauling metal rolls would sound like. They've never actually done it. We should pick up a road going south pretty quick here. There it is. And just to double check, yeah. There might be an obstruction up here. Yeah. There's a line of trees here that we can't go around. But we can do this. Meaning, I don't care about their obstruction. Whoops. Going off the road while getting a drink. Right here's some of those trees, and they got more up on the hillside, and they extend clear out to the water. So we'll make a nice wide turn on this hill, although I have to go around that, which I didn't quite clear. Am I hitting another one? Yeah, there's another one laying there. And we already know there's more down there where the waypoint is, so I'm just going to stay up here. Now I'll come back down, going around those. Whoops. Ran into one that I didn't notice. The trees mod doesn't work on those because they're not, in the game, they're not actually trees, they're obstructions. Oh, I got myself on top of a couple of them. Remember what I said? It should be a short trip. Yeah, see what happens when you get on top of them? Not good. There's nothing good about these. I'm not even on the tree there. I don't know why it's dicking with me. Alright, we need to take a wider berth on them. I'm not following the waypoints anymore, obviously. Just trying to get to where those arrows are pointing up. Let's not dump our load on that little bit of a hill. Oops, pushed too hard. Alright, we're around the obstructions. And are running. Or jogging or whatever, because I'm not going very fast, only second gear. There's third. Yay! Finally making some progress. Now that we are making some progress, I'm going to check the map. Oh, Christ. We're only down to the south end of the warehouse that we started out from. Alright, we'll go around like this. Gotta make sure we hit, let me eliminate all the waypoints. Okay, gotta make sure we hit this right turn and then this left. Oops. I don't know why I went back to map. Whatever. if I just turn into that, I'm going to have the trailer completely off the road. Let me start out by not dumping the trailer. There we go. Getting everything over to the left as far as I can. There we go. Your approach on a curve has to start way back before you ever can see the curve. So you kind of need to know the road you're driving on, or watch for signage on all the major highways and most of anything else you're going to drive a semi on. It'll say there'll be a warning sign, curve, 500 feet or something. Right there is where you need to start making your approach to the corner. On major highways, you're never going to find a corner that's too steep or too sharp, I mean to say. But on state highways or city roads, right-hand corner, you're going to have to move over as far to the left as you can, way before the corner. So even your trailer axles are all the way over to the left as far as they can be, which takes a little while to get your trailer. Once you move to the left, it takes a little bit for your trailer to follow along. If your truck's over on the right, but your trailer axles are still way over on the left, it's not going to do you any good. We'll go in right here. I was looking to see if there was another exit further down. Well, the pole and the shit on the ground is going to limit the two poles and the shit on the ground, and they're going to limit how much of a wide swing I can take. So what I do in that case is I come up here, make a hard jackknife, and do it again because the pole didn't let me back up as far as I wanted. Oh, come on. Now that was just unfair. I backed up that Peterman. Yeah, I should be going wide still, and I was cutting it in. That Peterman is loaded for a job, but I can't remember what job it was. So when we get to it, we get to it. We're doing something else right now. As soon as I deliver this, I'm going to go jump in the Chabors. Seven. Woohoo! And job done. I'm going to shut the engine off, get a drink. My mouth is dry. That's better. Now I'll jump back to the Krascha boards. I wonder if that's what the Peterman is loaded for. Nope. That's all lumber. 2, 4, 8. The bridge is 8 lumber. That's 8 lumber. Another job requires 2 or 4 lumber. Which was I was going to do one of these. Yeah, the 8 planks to the bridge. And then the trailer, we're going to have a trailer warehouse. 3 cement and 2 wooden planks with access to location, and that would be a trailer store. But right now, let's repair this bridge. And then we'll get the shit for the trailer store. And if there's any time left, maybe we'll do the 8 planks down here. I've got an 8 spot. I could go get 8 planks and bring them down here, while the Krascha boards is gonna be, over here or over here. I don't know. We'll see, but I know I just need to change to the Kraz right now. The other shit we'll get to as we get to. Gotta go out to the north, have a broken bridge, so take that turn, and then this turn, and then, actually, let me erase that one. We'll just go right down the hillside to this road, which takes us up around here, and then you have to come south back all the way down to here, unless I just go tree busting. But we'll figure that out. You guys take a look at the map. See what you think. While I go heed the call of nature. All right, let's get moving. Now I better look where they're going, huh? There we go. I started saying something and realized I had pushed the mic away. Oof, made it. Fifth gear through the gate. I had to make very, very careful steering adjustments, very minor adjustments, which are hard to do. It wants to go a long ways with the tiniest of movement, but we're here without slamming into the gate at full speed. I give you some insight, but it's hard to see over the hood of this thing. I mean, you're looking at shit that's 100 feet away because that's all the closer you can see. I think this is where we're supposed to go across. Yes. See, I couldn't even see that. So we got this boulder field. I'm gonna try to cut to the right of it. See, all you can see is sky from in here. That's why that's why I don't do inside view on the Kraz Chibors. See, I couldn't even see the arrow to say I was going the wrong way. From out here, I can see these rock piles, and if I react soon enough, I could actually skirt them. That's saying if I react soon enough. It's hard to react soon enough when you can't even see where you're going. And then, even when you can see where you're going, the waypoint markers don't tell you you're going the wrong way until you're, 1,000 feet past where you should have turned. Or 500, whatever. But I didn't bother to put waypoint markers on the ground, closer together where you could go from one to the other, like following a dotted line. So, my fault, I guess. Not unusual. I can't remember the female voice on my GPS in the semi. But I always had her talking to me through the GPS. Stay left for whatever highway, or take the ramp 152A. I'm just, example, but like I say, I always had her talking to me. I had a special truck GPS that it was a 7-inch screen to make sure I could see it, because you're not exactly sitting close to the windshield, and you mount it over in the center. Well, that's the center of a semi cab, So I always kept it within arm's reach so I could push a button to find the nearest truck stop or restaurant or, point of interest. Can't go around the back unless I take out the fence. Whoa, I saw that coming and tried to, and reacted, but not fast enough. It's alright, the crane has a lot of points, and the Dev Tools menu fixes anything. Unlimited points. Get this tablet out of my way. That's for my off the camera work I do. As far as loading 8 planks, I find it easiest to just push the button as fast as I can and wait. Or, not necessarily planks, but anything. I got an 8-spot trailer and I need 8 spots of cargo. Whoa. Well, this Kraz doesn't straighten out. I need to go straight back a little more before I cut it hard. And now straighten it out. Oh, you son of a bitch. One fucking wheel caught. Ah. Now, there we go. It shouldn't be that hard to back a semi around a corner. It's actually not in real life. You go slow. Be careful about your steering. Use the mirrors. And I could back a 53-foot semi around that corner easier than doing it in the game. I need to go across here so I can come down to this side of the wooden bridge. That's a long frickin' trip, ain't it? Okay. Well, go back up around the corner. Or just up around the corner. Whatever. And then don't even stay on that road. Just cross over to this one. See, if I put 2 or 3 in a row, it shows me better that I have to turn there. Come down to, let's see, I want to end up down there on this one. It means going across there and up around this, so I think I can cross right over there. I've done it before. It's by the fuel station. There we go. Now just do something like this. I don't really even need to mark those, but I need to mark that I'm gonna go over here. and then I turn there. It would be quicker to run down this side. I'd have to go up around the loop, take this road, and then cross over to this road, and then cross over to this road, and then I've got all the obstructions to deal with, unless I stay on this one, which goes way around. But no, well, I could cross over there. Nah, just do what I'm gonna do and get on with it after I take a drink. What did I say? Go up and around. Because I'm not going back to the south. See, backing up a real 53-foot dry van or 48-foot flatbed, they react very slowly to steering inputs if you're backing up. I mean, it all has to do with how long the trailer is versus how long or short the wheelbase is on your truck. You know, if you have a standard wheelbase truck, if you don't have one of these really long Peterbilt owner-operator rigs, anything else is going to have a pretty standard wheelbase. So they all back up about the same. But when you're moving that trailer in reverse, like backing into a dock or backing out of an alley or something, well, I would prefer to back in an alley and then drive out. But, you know, when you're backing down an alley, you have to back in because you're backing up to a dock. So it don't do you much good to drive in head first. Now, these trees here are trees that anybody could knock down without the trees gone mod. But you would have a problem with the stumps, where I don't in the trees gone mod. Where's my road? I seem to have gotten... Go for that. Go down here. That's where I'll find my road. If I try to take my U-turn on the hill, I'll tip over, but I'll just go straight up it instead. A tree like this, you could knock them down. Well, now it's saying that I missed it. What the fuck? You know, I think sometimes I'd be better off to just say go that way and not follow waypoints. Because this is bullshit and it's wasting my time. Damage be damned. I'm full throttle. Here we go. deep mud. Look at the fly up off those 67-inch wheels. I don't know. In the when you buy them or when you look at them in the XML file, it says 0.67. So I just interpret that as 67 inches, but in reality, that's like 5'7". Those tires, those wheels are not almost 6 feet tall, so that's not really an accurate measurement. That's just the way, I don't know. Yeah, you can go through the parking lot here. It's just a measurement that people understand. Whoops, I didn't see the guardrail because the canopy was still in the way. If it says 0.73, I'm going to call it a 73-inch wheel. You know, if it says 0.55, I'm going to call it a 55-inch wheel, so on and so forth. It's just a measurement that I can throw out and people are going to understand 55 inches or 63 inches. They're not really that tall. It's just a measurement that, oh, let's jack this a little harder, go to this side of the pole. It's just a unit of measure that people are going to understand. Okay? Like their torque measurement, 800,000 is, well, let's do something vanilla. Vanilla trucks often have like a 250,000 torque measurement. I need to get rid of the flag. So there's, well, maybe not. Can I get that last one? Come on. Over here. All right. Waypoints. Sometimes they're more work than they're worth. There was a point when I didn't even use waypoints. I just would occasionally look at the map to make sure I'm still doing it right, and I think that's a real good idea. So how much time did I lose messing with waypoints? The arrow is pointing to go the other way, so I go the other way, and I'm trying to get off of a slope. Steering like a mofo to try and keep it from going down that hill. Come on, go. Oh, you. That fucking rock right there, it bounced instead of riding over it, or this one back here, one or the other. God damn it. Well, no use sitting here crying about it. I need the engine to run the crane. I have to close functions before I can start the engine. Unless I use start engine, but that's not what I was doing. I should probably get off the hill. Now I'll probably knock the logs over, or the lumber over more by trying to back up, but shit happens. See, my damn anchor is pushing those along with me. Otherwise, they wouldn't even be touching them. Here, let's put these on right here. You know, for future reference, sometimes it's better to not use the road because SnowRunner puts in traps like that, builds in spots that are gonna hose you. I need to get my camera on the end of the boom. Oops, this way. All part of playing the game, I guess. I try not to blow up on the games. Sometimes shit really pisses me off, but you know, what's the term? C'est la vie. Shit happens. Maybe if I'd been paying attention, I could have went high or went low or did more to make sure that I didn't go down the hill. Damn tree. After I get rid of this, I'll try and just knock it down so it's not across my trailer. If I knock it down here, it's going to lay right across my trailer. Usually the boom will clip through the trees. And being on a hill, it doesn't want to sit down where I want it to, but we're okay, good. Now, raise the boom up. Let's go to the other side of the tree. Drop it down. I'm doing F to bring it down, and the crane automatically booms in at the same time. Now come this way and boom out and see if we can knock that tree the other way. There we go. Thank you very much. We're falling away from the trailer. Well, now I'm got the reverse view on the boom, so I'm hitting the buttons wrong. That doesn't matter. It'll pack. It'll pack. Don't worry about it. Whoops, I'm not going for the one I intended to, but what the hell, it's still in my reach. And they should pack. Sitting here. I'm still on the slope, but it's not that much anymore since I moved. See that? Hooked it up on the fly. Now next time that wouldn't work. Let's let some cable out instead of pulling it in, eh? Eh? Oh, too much cable out. There we go. There we go. Now we'll close this and we'll try and get those from the other side after I back around. See, now what I mean about getting back under the trailer quicker, a standard length truck like I can say you had the Navistar under this trailer. You could back up easier with that because when you made a when you want okay you turn it you turn the wheels the opposite way you want the trailer to go, so you start getting a bend in it. But then you need to get the truck back under the trailer. And what I mean by that is straight with the trailer in order to come out of the turn and maybe go the other way or just let it go back before you turn more. The crest Chaboras is so long that it doesn't get back under the trailer quickly enough to get the trailer out of the turn. So the trailer continues to go the wrong way or continues to just turn tighter and tighter. Which is why it's hard to back up a trailer with the Kraz. Oh, you can back it up, but it's not going to do what you want. If you make very tiny steering adjustments, you can get the thing to do what you want it to. But sometimes you can't afford to make a tiny adjustment. There isn't room to let it, there isn't room to do what you want. Like this hillside on my right and another hillside on my left. They got me kind of hemmed in as far as being able to back up a trailer. I gotta remember to keep working as I talk, or we could be here all day. Seriously. Hey, I can reminisce about truck driving days for days on end. I could tell you about the time I had to make a delivery at a lumber store in this little tiny Ohio town. And the lumber store was right in the middle of town, little farm town out in the Ohio farm country. Oops, down. But I gotta concentrate on this. Suffice to say, very skinny roads, low bridges. There was only, let me boom down a little. There was only one place in the whole town that the road went over the tracks instead of under. So that was the only place I could cross. Then I had to go down this alley off of a residential street to get to the backside of this lumber store. Of course, the front is facing the main street. Is that it? No, that's only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, there's 5 on the bottom row. So that's it. We're done. Open, unpack pack, and restore crane. Oh shit, while I'm here, I might as well do this. Alright, we're ready to go on to the delivery. Finally. Oh, the right job isn't even on. God dang it. Come on. Yeah. Wooden bridge. That's where I was heading. I don't know when the build edge got on there. It wouldn't show me the tracking for wooden bridge if build end was on. Or what was it called? Bridge construction number 2. Come on. Up over the rock. The other tree takes a dive. I didn't even touch it. No, here's the first one coming back around. You know what? This is a screwed up nightmare, this road here. I was thinking about cutting cross country, but now come back, big Kraz. I don't want you going down that hill. Come on. Do the corner. Corner was tighter than the turning radius of the truck. I talk about being a truck driver for 25 years. Maybe I should I don't know. There's a term. Put your mouth where your money is. The problems I have where I get into trouble generally have to do with my cognitive disorder. You know, sometimes I can blame it on the waypoints not working right or whatever. But if I didn't have a cognitive disorder, I might well, yeah, I do want to go that way. So I want to continue this turn. There's nothing here too steep that it would dump the trailer. I say it's generally got to do with my cognitive disorder. I have dementia. And it's not to the point where I can't still work or drive, shit like that, but I make mistakes. is just the best way to put it. I fuck up. Plain and simple. I mean, I have no problem taking credit for it. I have dementia, and it makes me fuck up a lot. People say that I'm kind of slow. Well, I say that I'm putting more thought into making a decision because I'm second guessing myself. You know, is that the right thing to do? But I know the right thing to do right now is unload this lumber. Why did it say only 4 planks? Oh my God. You got to go around to the other side to do the other 4. Thank you very much, mod developer. Oh, well, that rocky crossing or muddy crossing is right there. Or I could just use a winch rope to pull myself underwater. You guys want to see the entire Kraz disappear under the river? This is where I started out making tiny adjustments because I don't want to fall off the bridge, but then I gotta go harder once I have the room, and here we are. See, now with the standard length semi, the nose of the truck would have swung around a lot faster, and I'd be straight with the trailer right now in the same distance. You can make a sharper turn in the same distance because you have less wheelbase. But that's not gonna make me shy away. God dang it, come on. I was trying to turn right, and the truck just kept going. Son of a bitch. So this is when I start getting pissed off because I was steering to the right to come back up, and it wouldn't do it. Suppose if I'd reacted in time, I could have slammed on the brake and then backed off of the hill. But it's easy to criticize what you did or what a person did after the fact. Hindsight, what do they say? Hindsight is 20/20. My reaction was to just crank it to the right, figuring it would follow my steering input, and it didn't. I didn't have room to just let it ride and slowly bring it back up. I had to make a very quick reaction, and like I was just saying, I make mistakes. Oops, I'm gonna have to boom this up, get it on top of that bundle, I can't reach past it anymore. Come on, don't sit there hooked on it. I got a video to finish. Alright. Whoop, whoop. Camera. Alright. Now we're just gonna continue along here. Go back up here where there's not such a steep bank. Didn't I say a few minutes ago that driving the real thing, a real truck, was a lot easier than driving these trucks in SnowRunner? Well, I proved my point on that, I guess. At some point in the game, we're going to have to come out here and recover this Tuz. But I'm not highly inclined to worry about it right now. Delivered to the gas station, which is way the fuck up there. I suppose I could get it out of the middle of the river. That's not going to cost me a lot of time and effort to throw a winch rope on it and just relocate it. Or maybe it will. I don't know, one of those must be the Tuz. Whoa, whoa, be careful. Why is I must not be on the Tuz? Look at this. Is that the same thing? All right. This is one of those things that now I'm asking myself why I even stopped to fuck with it. See, I'm picking up on all that rubbish laying on the island on the other side of the Tuz, and now this won't work. It's too close to there. If you get too close to the stuff on the screen, it won't let you do anything. Come on around. Yeah, there you go. Oh, fuck the brake. There we go. I got it in line with me. I'm going to move it to about 1,000 feet and disconnect it. So was all that worth it? Remember what I said about... never mind. I can't keep going to the well on that one. It'll get old. I'm going to run straight down because going around all this is a curvy corner frickin' nightmare. Look at that first corner. If you guys were talking over my shoulder, saying, do it, do it. Oh, I would go for it, but you're not, so I'm going to do what I want. Well, I made a comment a little bit ago about sometimes it's better to not take the roads that SnowRunner or the mod developer, in this case, laid out for you, because they're going to make it hard on purpose. Now well, that's the back side of the lumber yard. 2 loads of medium logs sitting there. But as far as medium logs, I'll use my Kenny. I'm going to back off of that tree. That's one of those trees that, in fact, instead of going over that big hill, the bridge is right down there. There are some trees, I've said this before, there are some trees that the Trees Done mod just isn't gonna work on because they came into the game after the mod was developed. They're still subject to the same weakness, so I can knock them over, but they don't just fall to the ground and not cause any more problems. They react the way you saw it. They'll try that. They will actually act like a big springboard. That was a hard one to get out. And just flip the truck right over. There's the rest of bridge construction number 2. I started this episode talking about getting 3 jobs done. Well, I got 2. I remember I said, if we get that far. I know what has happened in past episodes to make everything take a long time. All right. Well, thanks for sitting through this debacle. And I'm just gonna do a stop and start and knock out another video. So, be right back. Thanks for watching.